Hey everyone, in this video, it is a follow along stretch routine. We are going to go over 3 stretches. I'm going to explain to you how to do those stretches for gymnastics and cheerleading. So right now I'm starting in a pike. My feet are flexed. Now when your feet are flexed, it's a lot harder to actually stretch down. It's much easier to stretch with your toes pointed. So if you're not as flexible, do this stretch with your toes pointed. Now I'm doing circles. These are really good for just like ankle mobility. So when you're doing this, again, like any short landings or when you're learning how to tumble on the grass, even on trampolines, it's great for warming up those ankles. All right, so this next stretch is a butterfly stretch. Now this is really good for stretching out your glutes, bottom area back there, and also you'll feel this in your hips a little bit. You just want to make sure that you stretch those, because when you land or when you jump, when we do kicks into cartwheels, round offs, all this stuff, we're using our hips and we're using our glutes to stay tight as well. So it's a really great stretch. If you're super tight here, don't worry about it. It's okay. It takes time. Just give it time. If you can't go as low either, that's okay. Go wherever you can comfortably. I'm going back and forth very slowly in all these stretches. I don't go really fast. That's really, really important. You don't want to go very fast into these stretches, especially if you're not used to it. You can hurt yourself like that, especially if you're really tight. Okay, so now we're moving on to straddles. Now, as you see, my toes are pointed and I have one hand behind me and one hand going across. This is good for anyone who's just really, really, really tight and you're not used to stretching a lot. So I would do it just like this. All right, now when I flex the feet, again, this is gonna be a lot bigger stretch, and I also feel it by my calves. So I feel my whole leg when I'm doing this. So when you do this, you're gonna feel a lot more. And if that's too much, then don't do it. It's just that simple. Your brain, we don't want our brain to turn off and kind of go like, oh, okay, that's really hard and I don't like it. We want to ease into everything. Scale of 1 to 10, when you're stretching, it should feel like a 3, just starting out. Now, as you see, my hands are behind me and I'm leaning forward. This is okay. You really want to do it with a straight body, but if you can just do the best you can, that's all right. Like, again, you want your back to be straight. I'm rounding my back. And I'm just really tight right now when I'm doing this, and I shouldn't be, but it's just really tight. And so when you're getting into it, sometimes that's just the best you can do, and that's okay. So eventually get there. Right here, how I'm reaching forward. If you only do this if you are more advanced than putting the arms behind your back. All right, so back to pike we are here. And again, when we're doing our pikes, I did it with my toes pointed, but now I'm flexing my feet. So if that's a little bit much for you, then like I said, don't do that. Just keep them pointed. And you just go as far as you can and you just kind of hold it for a little bit, but as far as you can comfortably. All right, y'all, that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all in the next follow along stretch routine.